Third down and 12. The ball is at the 24-yard line. Romo back under center with the crowd roaring. Tony steps away, moves the shoulders, throws, caught, 10-yard line, Jason Witten. I mean, that's a play a great veteran quarterback makes. Feels the pressure. Here comes the defense. Move the shoulders. Fire it over the middle. Strike. First down.
That's the exact thing I think Bill Parcells was looking for. You're going to get some pass rush, but be able to get away from it right there, buy some more time, and find that. I mean, that is a big, big, big play by Tony Romo. You know, Romo reminds me of Jimmy Johnson years ago. Used to have a saying about, you talk about it and the guy's it. He said, yeah, the guy that's it is the guy that walks in a room and sinks the 8-ball. And you kind of feel that Tony Romo may be that guy that walks in a room, sinks the 8-ball, takes the money, and walks out.
Oh, John Madden right on the money, and you will see and hear tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern on NBCSN. Cowboys Panthers from 2006. Tony Romo's first start after he sent Drew Bledsoe to the bench, and you'll see Tony Romo sinking 8 balls all night long. Then at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, not the same outcome for Tony Romo and the Cowboys. The first game ever at AT&T Stadium. It wasn't even AT&T Stadium then. It was Cowboys Stadium. Giants at Cowboys. Eli Manning went down there and won that game. So those are the 2 games tonight. Football week in America, Chris. And God, just hearing John Madden just makes me smile.
It's the best. I mean, it's what I grew up on. I mean, I used to go to Saturday walkthroughs with my dad at Giant Stadium and see Pat Summerall and John Madden walking around the field. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. He took me in his Madden Cruiser once. I was like, man, this is amazing. I'm in John Madden's Cruiser, but yeah, he's a legend. He's the best there ever was. And what do you want to say? What?
I'm just thinking of Chris Simms on that bus, 12 years old, finding the keys, starting it up, and taking off down the road.
Oh, he didn't want me driving, that's for sure. He wouldn't have got any work done or any rest or peace or anything like that. But, the one thing I want to say, I can remember that Tony Romo game like it was yesterday. And Tony Romo, to me, it's one of the players that gets my blood boiling a little bit with how he's viewed, I think, his public perception as a player. I think he's one of the more underrated players we've seen in recent history. I think he's a little bit of a victim of his own greatness in a lot of ways. I think he made a lot of really average Dallas Cowboy teams playoff contenders, and then they didn't make the playoffs, and teams went, everybody went, whoa, Tony Romo, he can't get them to the playoffs. I want to go, no, they were a 5-11 football team that he made 8-8. Look at some of his stats, some of his playmaking. He went through a 6 or 7 year period of his career where he was the clutchest quarterback in football with the ball in his hand in the fourth quarter. The numbers bared that out. Yeah, what?
But he went. There was a period earlier in his career, and it started with that blown field goal attempt late in the game against Seattle in 2006.
Right.
There was the narrative that you could count on him to make a big mistake late. It happened the next year against the Giants in the playoffs. He threw an interception late in the game when the Cowboys were trying to pull out the victory.
But that was like desperation. There was like no time left. The game was in hand, and Patrick Creighton dropped the third down pass that would have closed the game out. And it was over.
Let me say, let me say this, though.
Go ahead.
Hines Ward, when he was with NBC, he was on this show or some other show, and we had the conversation. Hines Ward said that when they played the Cowboys during that window, there was a palpable sense on the sideline that Tony Romo was going to screw something up. And he did. And he had that narrative was a reality early in his career. It went away 4 or 5 years in, but that really was part of his story early in his career, Chris.
Well, he was a little bit of a gambler and a risk taker, and it goes back to what I was just saying. Early on in his career, there was nobody special on that team. There was no running back where we were going, oh, he's amazing, or oh, that receiver's unbelievable. I know they got T.O., and then that's when it started to change, but I just don't agree with that assessment on Tony Romo. And then he got unlucky in the playoffs too. The catch game with Des Bryant, all of those things, the injuries.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.